Sturgeon Full Moon meditation. We will now come to the haven of our mats, lying down, finding a place to settle, or seated if you prefer, where we feel safe as we choose the shape our bodies feel most comfortable in, making any necessary adjustments for the neck and shoulders, back of the spine, hips, buttocks, pelvis, letting the weight of the head be supported. Soften the gaze and gently close your eyes, letting them sink back into the space within. Soften the forehead now, visualizing a soft touch as light as a feather brushing across your eyebrow center and across your cheeks, releasing any tension in your jaw and allowing your tongue to rest lightly in the mouth and relax the hollow of your throat. Feel your whole head relax. Bringing your awareness to the back of your body where it touches the mat, allowing these parts to spread as they relax, merge and ground with the earth beneath. And the spaces where your body doesn't touch, the pockets of air, the balance between both spaces. Send your attention now to the front of your body, sensing any rhythmic movement of the breath, rising and falling in the chest, any differences in energy that there may be between the front and the back of your body. Observe any sensations, the temperature of your body and the temperature of the room in which you lay. Expand out into your field of senses. See what feedback returns from your body. Begin to let the back of the body relax a little deeper, followed by the front of your body. Tell yourself your whole body is relaxed. Pay attention to your mind now and notice what thoughts, words or images have surfaced. Watch them as they are. No need to change them. Then taking a moment to check if you are holding on to anything with tension, trust that all is well. Allow your body and mind to relax further. I now invite you to join me on this guided meditation as we journey with the water element and our emotions to a place where powerful natural forces exist, each one as turbulent as our emotions can be. You've arrived somewhere now in the northern hemisphere. Standing majestically ahead of you is a snow-capped mountain range. You gaze in awe at the scene as the crisp air takes your breath away for a moment. The sky is clear and such an azure blue. When you look around, there is beauty surrounding you on all sides. The solid mountains have rocky ridges that taper down from farther sky to the banks of a fast-flowing river that leads out into a vast lake and beyond into the ocean. You feel called to make your way towards the lake. You look down at your feet and at what you are wearing. And as you look down, you realize you are clothed appropriately for this location. So you begin to make your journey down this rocky path, scrabbling around as a small rock slips from beneath your feet. You get to a small wooden pier where a local boat is moored. This boat is beautiful. It is carved by the local indigenous people with bright colours and patterns along the sides of the boat and the front. They beckon you to join them on their journey. You sense that you can trust these people and you feel as if they are guides you have been meant to meet. They hold out their hands to help you in. You feel completely safe within their company. You head out across the lake. The water feels calm at first. A soft breeze just tugs at your hair and the smell of the pure mountain air, scented with local pine forests, leaves you feeling invigorated, fully alive in this moment. As the boat heads further out, you begin to round the headland and a dark cloud covers the sun. The wind picks up, the waves turn choppy, the boat ploughs on, making headway through the rising and falling of the waves. This boat stays steady in the wise hands of these guides who have weathered many storms before. Eventually, the turbulent water subsides and the dark clouds move away. As you head further out across the lake, you start to hear a thunderous sound. Not sure what is making the sound, you look alarmed. The elders smile and bring the boat around to a rocky outcrop with a sheer cliff. As you look up, the most magnificent and powerful waterfall is roaring over the cliff edge. Gallons of pure energy from the glaciers on the mountaintops pouring down the sides of the cliff. The deafening sound and pure force of this element blows you away as you watch in wonder and awe. After a while, you begin to look down again, and your gaze takes you to the water. The water looks so clear you can see the bottom of this deep lake. You reach down to touch the water as you place your hand over the side of the boat. You allow your fingers to just splash around in the cool water. It is pure and cleansing. And you splash some on your face. Instantly you feel revived, refreshed. As you continue to look a little closer towards the waterfall, you can see that the lake is beginning to burst with life around here. A variety of seals, fish, and even whales have come to gather and feed where the waterfall has stirred up all food sources. You begin to get a sense of connection and understanding, a deeper understanding to the cycle of life, the constant change, the cyclical pattern of the seasons, the highs and lows of life, the beauty and the ugly, the happy and the sad, and the constant, and each being have an important part to play in this web of life, all interconnected. Your journey has not ended here. The elders traverse the boat to the far side of the waterfall, where hidden behind there is a cave. The entrance is just large enough to fit the boat in. You wonder why you have been brought here. At first you can't see anything, but eventually your eyes get accustomed to the darkness. And just as they have, the cave opens into a wide cavern filled with prisms of light reflecting off of the crystals and minerals and dancing on the ceiling of all the rocky formations of the clay cave. Such a spiritual place. How does this place make you feel? What can you see around you? What are the colours you can see? The patterns from the crystals, the prisms of light expanding across the cavern roof. As you look further across the cavern, you can see that you're behind the waterfall. You can hear the sound of the water rushing down, and you notice that there is a small channel, a narrow passage into the cave. As you look into the clear water, you can see it bubbling up and spreading into large ripples as a lot of large fish begin to rise and jump up to the surface. These are the ancient beings, the sturgeon fish, who have survived since the time of the dinosaurs. They live in deep waters all year round and only come to shallow to spawn in this secret place every year. Your guides explain that the indigenous people see the sturgeon as a regal ancestor to be treated with respect. They say that this creature teaches us many things: determination, knowledge, generosity, and longevity. And as a being of the water element, it can help us cleanse deeply buried emotional patterns. Even though it looks as if it has a tough exterior, it has a sensitive, deep inner being, hiding inner pain and being aware of others' pain. This sturgeon can symbolize deep feelings and inner strength, and the elders see this as a gift of living in duality, coping with difficulty well, finding balance and harmony, being versatile and creative, and open to change. As you gaze at these tenacious creatures moving in the water, one comes to the surface and stops to look directly at you. It stays there for a few moments, just swishing its tail below the surface. You wonder, should you lower your hand out to reach the fish, will it allow you to touch it? You try. The fish would normally swim off, but this fish lets you touch its skin. A strange sensation. The skin smooth to the touch, but bumpy. In many places, you feel honoured and humbled to be trusted by this water being and get a sense of its qualities, an understanding of this truly special ancestor. The fish looks at you one last time, and then with one flick of its tail, it dives back into the water. Your guides tell you that it is now time to leave this sacred space, as the tides will be changing soon, and the night will come. They turn the boat around in the cavern, and you take one last look at all the light and vibrant life in this magical place. You make your way past the waterfall, the glacial, gushing waterfall, on your return. And as you journey across the lake, you absorb, reflecting on all that you have seen. Before you reach the shore, the day turns into a clear night. The stars are spreading their twinkling lights across the sky. And as the boat approaches land, the full Sturgeon moon is shining brightly to guide the way back to shore. You look back once more across the lake at the moonlight reflecting across the water, and suddenly you see this large sturgeon fish jump up out of the water, and the ripples made from the splash spread far. You wonder, was this the fish that you had connected with? As your guides tie up the beautifully crafted boat for the night and help you back onto dry land, you bow in gratitude for all that they have shared with you and showed you. You have learnt much about the water element, how water reflects your emotions, fluid, soft, gentle, immensely powerful, how the water element is so vital to all cycles of life. You have gained insight into the qualities of the great sturgeon and how its qualities can help you find ways to bring your emotions to the surface to be validated, transmuted, to be faced with patience and worked through to make space for creating the changes you wish to manifest. You say your goodbyes to your guides and then walk back up the rocky path, taking one last look at the full moon. You smile. All is well. Then you find your way back home, arriving gently in your space, feeling the mat beneath you once more, supporting your weight, hearing the sounds in the room around you, feeling the air around the surface of your skin once more, the temperature in your room. Begin to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, deepening with each breath. Fill in the lungs, the heart space, fill it into the ribs, the spaces between the ribs. Begin to create movement, stretching or wiggling through fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath in, and as you exhale, completely exhale through the mouth, releasing with a sigh anything that you would like to let go of. You begin to feel yourself back in your physical body, fully present once more. And you can stay there for longer or turn to your side to rest there, reflecting on your practice, your meditation, or whether you would like to come to a comfortable seat. And when you are ready, and once more seated or lying, just start to blink the eyes softly open. And feeling restful and peaceful, you slowly bring yourself back up to a comfortable seat to close your practice. Taking some deep breaths in and out through the nose, and finishing with one final breath in through the nose, completely filling the whole of the torso, and exhaling, completely emptying the lungs. And then relax gently back, releasing any tension in the shoulders, and gently allowing your breath to return to its normal pattern and for you to return to the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.